This is Damon Stevens with Fenway Builders. Today is Sunday, July 17th, 2022, and this is a stock market prep for this week. We got a lot of things to talk about. We have a big earnings popping up this week. We have banks reporting, probably may set the tone for direction of the market. We have high techs coming out, a lot of charts to cover, a lot of things to cover today. So stick with us to the end, and we'll continue to bring you some great information as we get right into this. So let's, again, if you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe to our channel. FinWealthLive.com is where you can find information to join our Discord, where we post numbers before the market even opens. Let's kind of get some review before we get into some charts, and also give you a little bit of information about us. So Finviz, that's where we're at today. Look at the market close on Friday. Market close on Friday. Dow Jones was up 2.15%, NASDAQ up 1.79%, and S&P 500 up 1.92%. You can see money flowing back in to the market, green pretty much across the board. And our FANG stocks did really, really well. Also, just a note here, Google has their 20-for-1 split on their stocks on Monday. So coming in on Monday, you'll see a Google price drop to something significant, where, hopefully that'll, obviously they want to attract some smaller buyers in who maybe, didn't want to spend $2,200 on a stock. So look for that on Monday as well. May create a little bit of volatility for us. Looking at the overall, the scanner, we did have USEA hit the scanner. Good volume, good increase in the price. Did not trade this one. I was trading so many different things on Friday. Looking at other things that I did not track that, but hopefully you capture some of that. Probably it was a good buy in there. Looking at the overall weekend, one of the things we wanted to see is, does the market hold up over the weekend to where, it looks like Monday may open up positive and maybe get a little rally going here into this earnings season. So looking right now, just as it stands today, anything could change overnight, obviously, before now in the morning. But overall for the weekend, you see continue to the S&P 500, E-mini futures continue, and even live right now is over our trend line now. So it actually is sitting at a higher high right now from Friday. So we're actually moving up. So if we can hold this, this possibility for a rally up here, maybe up to 3880, even 3900 as we come into the week. So looking to see if we can get a rally up there. Now, obviously, this is our deviation bands, and as you get to these upper deviation bands, there can be a rejection. We may pull back. You can see, we kind of rode the deviation band here, came across, tagged it again, and then that's where we kind of had our little rally. And you can see here, that's kind of where the most volume is, right here, just kind of below where the market's at. So the market's kind of at the top right now, looking for buyers to come in here and start filling this in. If we don't, you could obviously have a rejection. So just going to watch this. But right now, heavy volumes on the top, kind of where we're at right now. So hopefully we can rally from there. Looking also at the market watch, you see here coming into Monday, you have a home builders index information coming out on Monday morning. Then Tuesday again, housing starts. A lot of this could possibly affect, we do have some earnings with some of the Lennar and Pulte Homes and some of these other builders that obviously are going to be affected by a lot of this information is coming out. But a lot of focus on home building right now. So we'll see how the economy, possibly affect them. On Thursday, jobless claims, obviously that can move the market. And then manufacturing PMI. Definitely Friday could be a very volatile day, depending on kind of how earnings go and what kind of information we get coming out this week. So just something to be aware of. Also looking at this is the S&P 500, going back to the SPY. Max Pain, so puts and calls. So we look at this just to get an idea as far as, how people feel about the market. So you can see right now the put to call ratio, so the number of people shorting the market versus long on the market, is over 2 to 1 right now. There's 2 people shorting the market on options to 1 person buying calls. And you can see here, this wall here at 365 is kind of where the majority of the puts are being purchased. So the contracts, they're saying we're going to short and come down to 365, pretty heavy right now. Now, obviously this will change. This changes every day, especially on Monday, Tuesday. This is going to be heavily loaded. So we'll see kind of how that changes. But right now, obviously people looking to short this market versus go long right now. And this max pain number is kind of the number the market needs to hit, really, if it wants to create the most pain for the retailers and take the money back from those contracts that it sold. So this will change, obviously, so watch this on Monday. Right now, you can see we're sitting around that 385 area for the SPY. And so, there could be some downside here, and still, will create pain. It create pain for these people who are long on the market, obviously. But again, we'll kind of watch this, but something just to be aware of. So earnings are going to be heavy this week. Banks, definitely looking at the banks to see kind of, set the tone, because if the banks are doing well, that very well could create a rally, at least if it's temporarily a rally up here in the market. And also that could help possibly some of these techs as they're reporting. But we have Netflix on Tuesday. I'm watching Tesla and the airlines on Wednesday, and also Las Vegas Sands. So the casinos, entertainment on Wednesday. So Wednesday is a nice, variety of, earning reports across different types of markets. Thursday, really heavy. Yeah, AT&T, the airlines again, Snap. You have Sammy Adams, Capital One, DR Horton, Dow. So Nucor, heavy on Thursday. So Thursday's going to be probably my biggest day. And then Friday, definitely like American Express, Verizon, and Twitter. So we'll see how that goes. And Twitter's going to be a challenge here with everything that's gone on with Elon supposedly backing out of the deal. And then, their earnings and stock prices and everything else is, kind of a challenge right there. You got a lawsuit. So it's very challenging. So it'll be interesting to see what Twitter does with that information. But, enough of that about that. Before we get the charts here, let me just tell you a little bit about us. So, what kind of service we have, especially our free Discord, where we post numbers before the market even opens. Very helpful for any of you that want to join that. That way, what we're trading, when we're getting in, when we're getting out. We think it's very helpful for anybody who's a part of our membership here. But let me tell you just a little bit about our company.
Have you ever felt like the world is passing you by? Do you feel like you never have enough money? Does building wealth seem impossible or overwhelming? Or does building wealth feel like gambling in a casino? Or perhaps you tried to build wealth and failed. If you answered yes to any of these questions, then we have what you need to know. Our team can help develop you into a retail stock and crypto trader, just like many before you. To be successful, it requires learning new skills and exercise to make your skills stronger. Your success will let you trade anywhere. Let our team help you become a better trader. Your journey starts here.
All right, so definitely take advantage of our services out there, especially our free services and the free training that we have out there on our Fenway Live website. But that said, let's go ahead and get into some of these charts and see what's going on. So Google on daily chart here, most of these charts will be daily. You can see here that Google's kind of midstream as far as where it was trading on Friday. You can see we're actually kind of a little bit of a pullback here. Again, kind of in a range. You see we're kind of range bound here. So it'll be interesting to see, when the stock splits, where does it go? Right now we're kind of sitting right in the middle, but we're below the moving averages, including the 20-day moving average. So we have to get over the 20-day for a couple of days if we want to see Google kind of rally up here. Here's our band. So here's the borders, and we're kind of sitting right in the middle. So kind of keep an eye on Google just from a volatility standpoint. Might create a great day trade, but definitely I'm not looking at for long term at this point. So it's something to be aware of. Tesla has earnings coming up, so just be aware of that. Maybe that'll set a direction for us right now, because Tesla just kind of been also sitting in this little range. Now, I do like that it closed more towards the high on Friday. That's more bullish to me than bearish. So we'll see if we can get over this 20-day. We're sitting right above it right now. So if we're above it, hopefully we can rally up to 756. If we can get above 756, maybe we can go towards that 800 mark. But just watch, if we break down below 700, there could be downside down into the 600 ranges. So just be careful on that. Definitely watch it. But right now, more bullish view on Tesla based on where it closed on Friday. Amazon, more bullish on the upside as well. It closed towards our resistance level here, and it's been kind of in a long range. But we have a range up here, towards this 128. So definitely can see if we can break out of this over this 50-day moving average, definitely can see some upside. So rally potential, Amazon closed positive. So I'm more bullish on Amazon for this week, at least at the start of this week. Apple, man, Apple's just really been solid. If you want something that's going to set the tone for the market, Apple's definitely done a good job of that. You can see we're trending up here, since the 17th, every day, just kind of grinding up here. So we're sitting here right, under the 15,200. So this could be resistance here. We also have our deviation bands here. We're kind of getting close to the top of this. 151 could be a possible area for Apple to pull back a little bit and then reset and try to go to new highs again. But right now, Apple's showing strong, a lot of strength here. Looking if we can get above 151, looking to see if we have additional opportunity with Apple. NVIDIA closed strong on the Friday, even though it's on a downward sloping. Looking for it to break above that 20-day. We break that 20-day, get above 158, looking for a run up to at least 160, 170. On Meta, again, range bound like most of them, closed on the high of the candle on Friday. So that's great to see. We're kind of sandwiched here between the lows and the 20-day moving average. So we can kind of rally up, on the open from over 163, looking to see if we can get to 165 to 168. Arcade kind of been in this wedge here, continues to climb though. So it's just kind of slowly grinding up, which is great for momentum on Arcade. So looking to see if we can kind of continue to grind up here. And if we do, then, at one point, this should have enough momentum here, hopefully, to break out, especially if it gets over this 45.50 and can hold there for a couple of days. So just looking for Arcade to just continue to do what it's doing, just continue to grind up there for us until we're ready to break out. The dollar pull back here. So this helps us, the market. So if you want to see the market rally up here, you got to see money coming out of cash and back into the market. And you see here, we finally had a pullback here after making new highs on the dollar. So looking to see if we can kind of pull back in here. If we continue to pull back through this week, then we can it'll definitely help with the rally and maybe even gold, because gold, as you can see here, obviously racks in the opposite direction. We sit here and tagged the lower deviation band. We're not at our third 3.0, but we're at the 2.0, bounced off of it, kind of holding here. So as long as we can hold here, maybe gold can rally back up, but it's got a lot of work to do. Got to get back above 1732 to kind of really get going again. Otherwise, it might just kind of hover down here for a time. All right, so U.S. oil. So we talked about this last week as well. Bounced off the 200-day moving average, which is what we expected it was going to come down to, which it did. Bounced off there, found support. We're on the high of the candle, so that's good. So maybe if the dollar comes back and we get a little bit pullback here, maybe the U.S. oil will kind of bounce off of here. But right now, continues in this third deviation band area, the bottom here. But we did get a nice bounce off that 200, which, is more bullish, because that means, we found good support where we should expect it. The VIX, see here, breakdown. So, we had a kind of support here before. But now we got a breakdown, below the 200, which is great. If we continue, as long as we don't bounce off our support line, I got a support line here on my chart here, 2374. As long as we don't bounce off here and pull back up through this channel, we could break down here or even hover down here maybe, and that'll help the stocks to rally. So as long as this stays below 25, below that 200-day moving average, the stock market can possibly get a relief here, rally going here, at least for a while, and give us some upside here. But if we bounce back up and start going back through this channel and kind of knock this out, obviously the market, is going to come down. And if it breaks up back through this channel to this upper area, obviously we'll probably see new lows. So hopefully we'll stay below this wedge. We were looking for a breakout of the breakdown of that, and we did. So we'll see, but keep an eye on the VIX, especially in the morning before the market opens, so you can kind of see what's going on with the market before you get the day started. The SPY closed at the high above the 20-day moving average, so looking more for the upside. At least this 389.91 is where my next resistance area is. Then I have another one here kind of where we had it pivot before here, 393.65. We break that, there's more upside obviously from there, maybe to 400 or a little higher if we get through this 50-day moving average. But right now we do have a little bit of resistance at the top side here as we come up, but definitely looking for at least what I'm seeing right now, positive day on Monday. Triple Qs positive, it's above the 20-day, and we closed on the high of the candle on this upper part of the candle. So again, looking very bullish. Got some resistance here, 297 to break through, but triple Qs looking good also for Monday. Semiconductors came off that support line here. You see kind of where it was kind of holding that support line, broke up, got above the 20-day. It's only one day though. I'd rather see a few days, but right now semiconductors, nice strong day on Friday. Let's see if we can keep a rally going on here. But I do like what I'm seeing with semiconductors and its response. Good bounce. IWM is a little weaker, sitting below the 20-day, sitting on the high of the candle though for Friday. So again, we're putting higher lows in, so I like that. So we'll see if we can get a bounce here and maybe it'll run with the rest of the market. Financials, I don't like it. It looks weak right now, especially with the earnings coming in. Hopefully the earnings can get us to pop up here. We kind of put a double bottom in. If this is a true double bottom, then we could probably see a rally up here, towards 33 and maybe even up towards $35. So hopefully this is a double bottom, and it did close at the top of the candle, which is good. So we'll see if we can get a rally going. XLV, a nice bounce off this lower support level, kind of consolidating here right on all the moving averages. If we can break above, this 130 area, got a nice run here, at least a 133 or higher. So healthcare, kind of consolidating, and a lot of resistance here. You see they had resistance before and it rejected, came clear back down here to the lows. So that's a possibility, but if the market, does well, we can expect it to hopefully healthcare will join it, the rally and go with us. XLE, close at the top of the candle and the 200-day moving average. Get above here at this 69.30 area. Look for a rally, hopefully back up here. But you see we were downward trending. And so this is our opportunity, hopefully, to get a bounce off this downtrend. Bitcoin continues just kind of in this, this little wave here. We got above the 20-day moving average again. So that's good. So hopefully we can hold that and work our way back towards, holding 22,000 and get above it. But Ethereum looking better. It actually broke through the 20-day, held it twice. It's got resistance here, right? As it comes up to this 1400 here at the 50-day moving average. So it could be resistance, especially if Bitcoin can't break and hold through 22,000. But Bitcoin can. Ethereum can break this, and hopefully Ethereum maybe will just set a tone for us going up here. But you see here, this has been resistance before. We're back up there again, looking for a breakout of Ethereum. If not, could pull back here to just stay in this wave. But finally got a breakthrough, so that's positive on crypto. So that's our stocks, our cryptos. What you need to know going into this week. Hopefully this will help you in your trades on Monday. I hope we can have a great week. It'd be great to have a nice bull run here, at least if it's temporary. But all that's going to depend on these earning reports coming out. So definitely, watch the banks to set the tone for us. Hopefully, got a few tech stocks coming out this week. We have a little retail, finance, kind of a little mix of everything. But hopefully this week will set the tone for where the market's going to head here, at least in the short term. But definitely join our Discord and become part of the community. And so let's make some money together. And then I'll be back here on Monday evening to kind of review our stock trades for the day, kind of get us prepped for Tuesday, and hopefully continue to have a great week. So everybody enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.